cross left here as a memorial to Lavoy. All the rest have been destroyed and multiple times torn down, the site where he was killed. But this person here that owns this ranch has wired it to his fence, and it's personal property, so they can't take it down. So I really thank him for honoring my husband the way that he has for so long.
So here we are. We've been here in Burns, Oregon, Jeanette, and you had the opportunity to meet Dwight and Susie Hammond this morning, and now we're on our way to John Day, and so probably a lot of emotions and thoughts and feelings. And here you are at this is the only memorial that hasn't been torn down in this county. So can you just share some thoughts and feelings? The meeting, being here in Burns, I mean, this is kind of ground zero.
Yeah, it's been an emotional time. It does bring back the memories. We were able last night to preview episode 4, the final episode of Lavoy Dead Man Talking, and it just, as I'm sitting there watching it, it replayed in my mind all those early moments of learning of Lavoy's murder and where we were and what was happening. And it was very difficult to sit and watch that for me last night, but being here on top of it, it's like reliving it all over again.
I know. I could tell from the meeting with Dwight Hammond, that there definitely is a lot of emotion for him. He was at the center of this entire ordeal, and Lavoy repeated over and over again that he didn't see their imprisonment as just.
Right.
He didn't agree with the policies on grazing permits, and I know that's controversy, right? There's disagreement on both sides of the policy, but when it comes to Lavoy, Lavoy came here because of the imprisonment of the Hammonds. Lavoy came here because of the policies that he disagreed with over grazing permits and all of those things. The Hammonds were pardoned by the President of the United States, and that's what Lavoy was seeking. Or not the pardon, but the righting the wrong, right, that he felt was wrong. The second is yesterday, or the day before yesterday, they found out that they got their grazing permits back, and so that's the other thing that Lavoy was arguing for. So is he vindicated? I mean, the media portrayed him as a terrorist. The media portrayed him as a villain. The government was weaponized against him because he said wrongful imprisonment and because he said the policies regarding grazing permits he did not agree with. Has he been vindicated?
I think so, and it has been a steady, slow process from the time that the Bundys were found not guilty in Oregon, from the time that the Bundys were dismissed, the trial was dismissed with prejudice down in Nevada, to the time now that Dwight Hammond and Steve Hammond were released, presidential pardon by the President of the United States. That is huge. And now they have received their grazing permits back and they can operate their ranch again. That is amazing to me. So yes, I believe that Lavoy has been vindicated. And I also believe that had Lavoy been allowed to live and allowed to exercise his own right to due process, he too would have been found not guilty and he would be home now. But they were hell-bent on murdering someone that day, if not everyone that were in that vehicle. They wanted to kill someone. It was testified to in court in that Asterita trial that officer number 2 radioed ahead to officer number 1, we're gonna have to kill Finicum. They wanted to kill someone that day. Lavoy had not been a threat. He did not pose to be a threat. They were in compliance. They were in compliance when they shot live rounds at the truck and escalated the whole situation. So I think You know, there's something really systemically wrong with our government and its policies, its procedures, and the regulations, as well as the training of our officers. They're trained to look at us as the enemy. We are not the enemy. And I know that there are good men and women out there that serve in these positions and in these jobs as officers or FBI agents. We need to stand up, people. We need to stand. We need to ask for the reforms that are necessary. We are not the enemy just because we believe in the idea of America, because we believe in the Constitution of the United States. We are not the enemy. We are not the enemy.
So, where are we headed to now?
We're headed
from here.
We're going to continue down 395 to where they murdered Lavoy, and I'm going to just visit the site for just a few minutes and off to John Day, where we are showing episode 1 and 2 of Lavoy Dead Man Talking.
All right, folks. Well, we're here at the last remaining memorial for Lavoy Finicum with Jeanette Finicum, his widow, and it's 3-year anniversary just a couple days hence. We just got through meeting with Dwight and Susie Hammond in Burns, Oregon, and we are going to start headed up towards John Day. We're gonna lose cell phone signal, but we're gonna stop at the site where Lavoy Finicum was shot and killed, and we'll have some video that we'll post once we get back into cell phone signal. So, safe travels.
Bye.
And with our Lavoy Dead Man Talking documentary series. Okay, take care. See you guys soon.
Okay, wait a minute. Bringing some flowers to Lavoy here at the site where there's just remnants of a memorial left. They're such beautiful flowers for a beautiful man. This is a hard day to be here. I don't expect that these flowers will remain very long. It looks like there's people that come out here and destroy whatever little memorial people tend to leave. They must patrol this area quite often, but I wanted them to be here anyways. I wanted to bring the flowers anyways, to let them know that he is not forgotten. Bringing some flowers to Lavoy here at the site where there's just remnants of a memorial left. They're such beautiful flowers for a beautiful man. This is a hard day to be here. I don't expect that these flowers will remain very long. It looks like there's people that come out here and destroy whatever little memorial people tend to leave. They must patrol this area quite often, but I wanted them to be here anyways. I wanted to bring the flowers anyways, to let them know that he is not forgotten. Hello everybody, it's me and Mark. We're here in John Day and we're getting ready to show episodes 1 and 2 of Lavoy Dead Man Talking.
Yeah, super exciting.
Yeah.
This is in, John Day is the town between, from Burns, Oregon and to here, and then in between there is where Lavoy was killed. And so it's such a stark contrast between John Day's culture, the Grant County culture, and the Harney County culture.
Yeah,
it seems
so different.
So different. How would you describe it? It seems
well, you
darker,
have
it's
dark,
what I mean?
but you have a contrast of more independent, hardworking individuals versus government employed.
Right. Well, I mean, for me, my gut says it just feels like it's there's just a different aura to it, and maybe that might explain it. But it just feels like there's a different aura when you go there. It feels like there's still a cloud hanging over Harney County and Burns.
There is. It is. It's sad. It's sad to see. But look at this great sign.
Yeah, check this out.
Look at, and it says, "It matters how you stand." LV Bar. I love it, and it's all lit up. How sweet of them to do that and to remember Lavoy on this 3rd year.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
love John Day.
Let's go inside and see the film and see what we can do here in Grant County, Oregon.
And if you want us to come to your area, just get a hold of Center for Self-Governance, Pam Herr, and she will get you on her schedule. She's the executive director of the Center for Self-Governance. So
yeah, and I wouldn't mess with her. Make sure you have all your ducks in a line because it's going to be on. She's executive director.
Thanks, guys. We love you. Bye.
See you guys.